Okay, the reason I came to root cause is because I was having some symptoms which weren't resolving with my regular doctor's treatment. And my symptoms were from Lyme disease. I had a lot of neuropathy, a lot of joint pain, food sensitivities, abdominal pain, digestive issues, and sleep problems. And all those symptoms were affecting my life. And I couldn't exercise, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't think. And so that was really difficult. So I felt as I was at my wit's end. So I did some research, and root cause kept coming up at the top of the list every time I did some searches. So I thought, I might as well check them out. Plus, they were in my backyard, so it was even easier. So that was great. My experience with root cause has been very positive. The best part about root cause is the staff. They're incredibly compassionate, kind, and caring, and very customer oriented. They always want to make sure you are happy, and you always feel like you are at the center of their care, which is a wonderful experience. It's very difficult when you're going through something with these symptoms. You can feel very isolated and alone, but to find people that really truly understand or they seem to understand how you feel is just like gold. It's wonderful. So the staff is really superb, in my opinion. They're very customer and patient centered. The second thing is the treatment protocols I thought were very good. At first I saw Dr. Peterson, and he was a terrific listener, and again, a very compassionate person. And he seemed to know a lot about the new protocols, state-of-the-art protocols, very up-to-date and very knowledgeable. And they very communicative also, and if something doesn't work, they'll try something else. So that was really good. And then I went on to do physical therapy, and I cannot say enough about physical therapy. The staff in there are amazing. I can give them the best accolades. If I could give them a 12 out of 10, I would give them a 12. They are amazing, amazing. They're very kind, very thoughtful, and also very sensitive. Now, I'd like to really mention about Dr. Rupa. I was having some symptoms. I got better, then I didn't get better. I've had a lot of ups and downs during this time. And in about December of last year, Dr. Rupa noticed that I wasn't doing very well, that I'd lost a lot of weight, and I was very weak, and I was very kind of down and not in good spirits. And so she approached me and asked me what was going on, and I told her that I had lost weight and I didn't have much energy, etc. And she said, okay, that's it. So she talked to Junior, and also I can't remember his name, Dr. Peterson's son at the time. And then afterwards, and then we also talked to Dr. Alex, and Dr. Alex has been superb also. And they seem to have, one of the things about the root cause, which I really appreciate, is the team approach. So they all got together as a team, and Dr. Rupa spearheaded it, and they determined I should see Dr. Carlos at that time. Well, that was really good. Dr. Carlos listened to me and did a great job, did some testing, gave me some medicines. I also saw Rachel, and Rachel is the nutritionist. I hope I'm saying it, but she's a nutritionist, is the right name for her. Anyway, and she was also excellent. It's another compliment to the care you receive here. Again, it's very integrated. So Dr. Carlos, I'm back to Dr. Carlos. Dr. Carlos changed my medical regimen, and also I worked with Dr. Rupa and Junior and Dr. Alex and everything. And then I'm now, about 6 months later, I feel much better. I'm still not 100%, but I'm probably about 50% better than I was in December before Dr. Rupa intervened. And I feel I have about 50% more energy now. I've gained about 2 or 3 pounds. I used to only be able to walk about 10 minutes. I can now walk an hour and a half. My appetite is better. My digestion is better. Initially, I was sleeping like 2 or 3 hours a night, which was just awful. Now I'm sleeping 7 to 8 hours a night, which is just incredible. I can't say that's such a gift. I did not realize how important sleep was and how difficult it was difficult on your health, how hard it was on your health when you don't sleep. So I really think I have to thank the team here. They have been tremendous, and I really appreciate it. I also want to mention Michaela, I forgot her. She was in physical therapy, and Priscilla, and they're both fantastic. They also helped me with my exercises, and they were great cheerleaders, especially with the exercises. When I couldn't really do it, I would have been struggling with it. They were wonderful, and they would modify the exercises to where I could complete it and feel good. In addition, the home exercises they gave me were excellent also, and that also was a compliment to my getting better, in my opinion. Right. They did do some lab tests, they did some stool tests and some blood tests, and they did some kind of a body fat thing too. Checked my body fat, I don't know the name of it. Anyway, yes, and then they used the results to tailor it to me, to my care, and that was also very helpful. And the dietary part was really excellent. Rachel is terrific, and you can ask her any questions, and her follow-up is great. If you send her an email, you'll get a response, and she's very good. And that's been very helpful. I found the dietary issues very confusing and very difficult at times, and so she helped me research it and give me a better idea of what to do. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm not 100%. With Lyme, or I think you go up and down. I've had lots of ups and downs, but I would say I'm on the upswing right now. I'm getting more sleep, like I mentioned. I don't have as many food sensitivities. Initially, when I was diagnosed, I was down to like 5 foods a day, but now I'm probably can eat like 30 foods. I do still have some sensitivities, but it's not as much as it was earlier. My gut is better. I don't have as much pain as I used to. I can eat more foods, like I mentioned, so that's really good. I do have occasional stomach upsets, but not as much. My biggest issue is my joint pain. The joint pain has really been terrible. And however, the joint pain is lessened. I still do have it most of the time, but I would say rather than 100% of the time, it's now down to about 60% of the time. So I've been able to, there's no limit, decreased my limitations, and I can do more activity like walking, which I think is really good for me. I would definitely recommend Root Cause to a friend or family member because of the following reasons. One is they have such an integrated course of treatment and integrative work. I really appreciate that. That's really an excellent thing. Because when you go to the regular doctor, nobody's talking to each other. But here, I think the team approach is really one of the best aspects of the care here. The other part is that they're very good about adjusting their schedule to your schedule. And you feel very good about being here. And it's very patient-centered. And I think they also have state-of-the-art treatment and are aware of the new research and treatments that are available. They're also open to things that you mentioned. If you mention something, they're open to it, and they will try it if you wish, or if it's safe, or they will also do research and help you with it also, which is excellent. And again, they're very compassionate, very caring, and the staff is just superb. I really highly recommend it.